Welcome to EDU World Space.
Let's look at the impact of minimum wage laws on wages, workers supplied, workers demanded, and unemployment. So we're looking at the labor market right now in equilibrium, and this is before a minimum wage is enacted. But let's go ahead and suppose now that this minimum wage is implemented and that's going to fall above this equilibrium, right? The reason minimum wages are typically enacted is because people believe that that equilibrium wage that we're currently at is too low. So we set that minimum wage somewhere above it. So now we have a higher wage. We went from W0 to W1. So our wages have increased. And now we need to take a look at our different quantities. So we're seeing all the way over here that our quantity supplied of labor has increased from Q0 to Q1. So we're seeing that increase in labor supplied. Let's actually call this, instead of Q1, let's call that QS. That's our quantity supplied of labor. But our quantity demanded of labor has fallen. So what we're seeing here is that our supply of labor is far greater than our quantity demanded of labor. So as a result of this, we're likely to see unemployment increase because workers were gaining demand or supply in workers because people want those higher wages. They're more willing to work. However, employers can't afford to pay all of those workers this higher wage, so they're going to hire fewer workers, meaning that that demand for workers has dropped. So we're going to see this gap here between the quantity demanded and the quantity supplied of labor. This is going to be this surplus in labor supply, which gives us higher rates of unemployment. So the surplus of labor supply, in other terms, is also known as the unemployment.